Hi guys, summer's just around the corner and there are a few things that affect us plus size ladies when it's quite hot outside and you get to sweating and just a lot of things just start happening. So I just wanted to talk about chub rub and sweating. So I'll talk about chub rub first. For those who don't know, chub rub is when your two beautiful thighs are rubbing up against each other, and then there's a little bit of friction that results in pain and discomfort. So that's when those two thighs are, making a fire. Anyway, so my solution to chub rub is I've got two things that I usually do. So, number one is I use ta-da! Vaseline. It is amazing. It's not greasy, it's not oily. It is absorbed really quickly into the skin. So you just put just a little in the morning after you have your shower and you're getting ready, dressed and ready to go. Just put a little bit between the thighs and this works. It's like magic. And I usually have this in my bag so when things start to heat up later on, because this is summer. When things start to heat up later on, I just put this on just a little bit just to soothe the pain and discomfort. And it's really, really good. So this is my number one go-to for chub rub. Okay. My other solution, well, my other trick, not really a solution, but a trick, is I wear shorts. These shorts. So I wear short shorts underneath my dresses because when it's summer I love to be free and I want to wear less clothing, so I love wearing flowy short dresses, and these come in super handy. You can find these in any like store really, Kmart, whatever really works for you. Sportwear stores, any kind of store really will be carrying some kind of shorts for females or males, whatever works for you. And you can put these underneath your clothes, especially dresses. And they also come in quite handy when the wind is blowing and your dress, you're looking so cute and your dress is blowing in the wind. These will rescue you as well. So they serve two purposes. Other things that I do is I wear leggings as well to reduce the chub rub, pants or anything like that. But most of the time what I really use is Vaseline and wearing shorts underneath my clothing. Those two. You can actually also do a search online to find out other solutions, but these are my go-to, and every summer they save my life, literally. So that's done. Another thing that usually affects us larger ladies is sweat. Not us larger ladies, but basically everyone. But sometimes I sweat a little bit more than usual, like I pretty much drip sweat when it's summer. So I have a few things that I like to do that just make me feel confident and fresh, and I can take on the world, literally. So one of my first things that I like to do is if I'm at work and I kind of feel like, not feel, I kind of start to smell myself really like I'm not okay because I'm sweating because it's hot and it's like, oh my god. What I like to use are these baby wipes. They have saved me a lot. And I know they're huge, but I've got a really big bag, so usually it's not a problem to carry these around for me. But I use these quite a lot when I'm at work or I'm out shopping, because we all have things to do. So what I like to do is I like to just take one, just wipe it off, wipe some of the excess sweat off using the baby wipes, and then I will just use my deodorant, and I usually like to use Rexona, the Stress Sweat, and it's because it's really good. And then I just put it back on, use body spray, whatever spray you like. I like to use Impulse a lot. So, and then I just spray that and then I'm good to go. So that's one of the tricks that I use during summer if I'm sweating, if I'm out and all of that. But if I'm sweating upper body area, that means I am definitely sweating nether region down below. So bit of an issue when you're like sweating and because you really feel self-conscious, and I tend to feel super self-conscious about my body is in sweating when it's summer, because I sweat I would believe I sweat more than the average person. So what I tend to do, I have a few steps to ensure that if I do sweat, I won't release any odors. That's for the down below area. So what I like to do is I use Vagisil in the morning. So this is actually really, really good. It's intimate wash, so it helps prevent odor, and it won't disturb the pH levels down there. So I use, it's really easy to use. Instructions at the back. So I use this in the morning when I shower and I'm feeling fresh as can be. But this is not the only thing that I use, because it's not enough, because during the day you're like moving around doing all that stuff, so then still you tend to sweat. So I then do step number 2 is I use panty liners. You can use whichever brand. I usually use whichever is on sale at that moment. So I use any panty liner, and I use the panty liner with feminine powder. So I put that on there. So this will absorb any moisture, neutralize odors, and it is very, very good. Like, it's not, it's hypoallergenic. I haven't reacted to it. Summer's Eve, that's the brand that I use. And it's really, really good. And I'm sure you can use any other powders out there, but they have to be feminine powder, because then they're made for that area. It's quite sensitive, so you don't want to disrupt any pH. You don't want to disrupt anything down there. I mean, you just want to take care of yourself. It's really important to look after our bits and pieces. So I use the feminine powder. So those are the things that I do during summer to try and neutralize any body odor, so that I just, when I walk out of the house or when I am out there, I want to feel confident, and I don't want to be so self-conscious and isn't thinking, oh my gosh, am I smelling? Am I giving off a vibe? Are people looking at me weird? Can they smell me? I don't like to do that, because I know my body. I know that I actually tend to sweat more than anyone else. So, and I keep all these things in my bag. But I know that, it can be a lot carrying all these things. If I don't have these products in my bag, I have one more thing that I carry after I use the feminine wash, and that is the feminine wipes. These are really, really good, and you can actually flush them. So you just use it and you flush it. It's on the go. You're on the go. You don't have time to, if it's too intricate. And these are good as well. So I like to use this sometimes, but I'm more of the liner and the powder, because I tend to be quite sensitive about, my smells. But so those are my tips for summer, because summer is such a beautiful time. You want to be free, you want to be happy, and you definitely want to enjoy yourself when you're out there, and you don't want to be thinking about all these things. So those are my tips for how to deal with summer as a plus size woman. So if you guys have any more suggestions, any comments, leave them down below, and please like, subscribe, and share.